up, you guys? Welcome to the April 12th edition of NBA 3-Ball presented by Establish the Run. I'm your host, Mike Gallagher, getting ready to break down the news for Monday, not too much of it, the Sunday action, and some fantasy ads at the end. Doing it in 10 minutes. Hit the thumbs up and subscribe, please. Start with the news, and that's a big piece of news for the Warriors. It is that James Wiseman, a.k.a. Big Jim, is out for the season with a torn meniscus. Not officially out for the season, but at best, he's out 4 to 6 weeks. Could be longer than that if he has the repair. We'll see what happens with that. But looking short term, Steve Kerr said he wasn't expecting Kevon Looney's minutes to come up. We know he's not a 30-minute-a-game guy. So maybe he gets a couple more minutes. Doesn't really see a big boost. And then we're going to see a lot of small ball. So on top of Kelly Oubre being out with a wrist injury, probably miss more time too, according to what Kerr was saying over the weekend. So Kent Bazemore gets kind of the biggest boost from all this. And also Jordan Poole gets a massive boost while Kelly Oubre's out. Those two guys would be the two I'd be looking at. Certainly Poole for more upside, especially for offense. But I think Bazemore would be really good. And then also Draymond and Steph really fill up the stat sheet when they go small. Steph scores upper 30s on tremendous efficiency when Draymond's at the 5. So certainly expect those two guys to see their numbers increase as they want to play fast and they go smaller too. They really try to speed teams up. So Wiseman going down really opens up a lot of things. Got some news on the Lakers. Talk of AD kind of on the comeback trail. We kind of were expecting mid-April based on him ramping up a couple weeks ago. I think March 26th was the ramp-up date. So makes sense that he's starting to get close here. We also still have Kyle Kuzma questionable with that calf strain, grade 1. Showed up at MRI, so I'm not expecting him to play. We also have Wesley Matthews has an Achilles issue. It's a back-to-back, so I think he would sit one of the two. So that should put Ben McLemore back in the mix. Taylor Horton-Tucker coming off an awesome game. Vogel really talked him up. And yeah, they'll be playing the Knicks, so it should be a pretty slow, grinded-out game. Both these teams have been playing some pretty good defense lately. Let's get to the basketball action, starting with the matinee. Hawks pull out the win. They were killing the Hornets early. Hornets got hot in the third quarter, take the lead, but Hawks put it away thanks to Bogdanovich. 32 points, career-high 8 threes, just tough, deep threes. Awesome game from him. Brandon Goodwin filled in great for Trae Young. Just a thigh contusion for him. Should be fine. And also no Gallinari, so they went smaller here. Nate Knight got a little bit of run, didn't do anything with it. Capella had a double-double in the first half. Solomon Hill played a ton, played pretty well. Not obviously didn't fill up the stat sheet, but we know Nate McMillan loves that dude. Hornets dropped this one. Injury here. P.J. Washington sprained his ankle. It wasn't bad. I think he'll be day-to-day. I think he has a good shot to play. It was a pretty minor tweak in my opinion, but I've been wrong before, so we'll see. Miles Bridges had one of the best dunks of the season. Awesome game from him, 23 points. Jalen McDaniels, pretty decent game, got kind of scratched in the eye, and still got pretty good playing time. If P.J. Washington is out, that'll certainly help him, as well as Brad Wanamaker. Cody Zeller didn't do anything with the extra opportunity because of P.J. They kind of just went smaller a little bit. Brad Wanamaker, who saw a big boost. But yeah, like I was saying, P.J. Washington, I don't think it's going to be bad, so I would kind of hold off on the speculative ads. Celtics get the win. Crazy 40-8 run. Looked like the Nuggets were kind of in control, but their bench just blew this game. Really great games from most of the starters. Robert Williams was fantastic late in this game. Some pretty good defense on the Joker late. Tatum, really came around late. Kind of struggled early. Jaylen Brown money. What else is to say there? Still waiting for Evan Fournier to come back, but really it's great to see Time Lord kind of lock it down after Tristan Thompson looked like he was going to make a charge, but Time Lord's just been too good, man. Even just besides the shot blocking, he's just been awesome on the offensive end. Nuggets finally lose one with Aaron Gordon in the lineup. Not much from Aaron Gordon today. Joker triple-double, but was a little inconsistent. Mentioned Time Lord defense. Tristan Thompson also did so-so job on him as well. Jokic got pulled a little bit earlier than we thought with this game kind of getting out of hand, and it's a back-to-back, so he'll probably have a pretty good workload today. And also Jamal Murray working out again pregame, so would think he has a pretty good shot to return, which would obviously cut into Facu Campazzo as well as Monte Morris. Pelicans get the win on the front end of a back-to-back. Zion Williamson, man, just point guard Zion is in the house. He had 7.7 minutes of touch time in the last game compared to 3.0 minutes before. He's running the offense now, and Stan Van Gundy said it's going to continue, which kind of makes you think that Lonzo may not be back for a little bit, but that's not great for Bledsoe. Brandon Ingram also wasn't able to kind of ramp up because it was a foot thing according to Van Gundy, so we'll see if he plays in a back-to-back. And as great as Zion and Ingram were, Stan Van Gundy said Najee Marshall was the player of the game for his defense. Just crazy. He is going to stick. Van Gundy said they were going to kind of mix and match the rotations with starting lineups. Doesn't sound like it anymore with how well Marshall's been playing. Cavs are missing their sex land, so they go big here with Dean Wade starting at the 3 next to Kevin Love and Hartenstein. Get career-high games out of Isaac Okoro and Wade, 21 and 19. 19 for Okoro, 21 from Wade. And, yeah, nothing really to say. We should expect those guys back. Garland turned his ankle last game, so it sounded like he was close, was game time call. So those guys will probably be back for the next one. So really nothing to read in here. Jetty Osman also kind of popped up here after losing minutes earlier in the month. Bucks get the win, but Mike Budenholzer says that Giannis Antetokounmpo does not have a timetable to return, which we kind of been talking about. Mentioned last month and this month. It was all stemming back to a game against the Spurs in March when he started popping up with the injury report. Also hurt this knee last year, so they're being careful. Maybe he comes back soon. Maybe it's not like an out indefinitely kind of a timetable thing, but yeah, I mean, he could miss more time. They have a back-to-back coming up. Certainly not playing in both of those. So I would assume he misses at least one more. So that's obviously good news for Middleton, who may also rest in the back-to-back as well. DiVincenzo, really, it's tough because the Bucks are going to probably sit a lot of guys out to play their younger guys. But certainly Bobby Portis has just been aces with this increased opportunity. And, yeah, Jrue Holiday, it's kind of quiet today, but he's been awesome. And same with Middleton's been, struggled against Finney Smith, but better game today. Magic, man, 87 points. They have the worst half-court offense in the NBA right now. No Chuma Okeke for a sore hit. Back-to-back may have been a factor. We'll see if he comes back. Mo Bamba, again, has been awesome off the bench. Kind of splitting time with Wendell Carter Jr. Almost said Williams. Michael Carter Williams continues to just play too much. Hasn't been very good. We know Clifford wants to run R.J. Hampton and Cole Anthony out there together. Hampton's been a lot of fun, makes a lot of mistakes, but certainly getting the playing time. But this team's just so bad. Knicks get the win, not much to say with them, but the Raptors do get Kyle Lowry back. OG rested, but Kyle looked great. Had the infection in his foot that popped back up, sat him out. Should be good to go. Maybe he rests in certain spots, given the Raptors' 21-33 record. So that certainly cuts into Malachi Flynn, who played pretty well. Still got 27 minutes. He'll start to trend down, especially if Fred VanVleet can come back. Gary Trent Jr. still played pretty well here, even with Lowry back. Boucher is looking great. We'll see if Birch comes into him, but certainly doesn't look like the factor, as Birch basically took Aaron Baines' spot. Big win for the Spurs. DeMar DeRozan wins it with a jumper with 0.5 seconds left to get the dub. Played great, 33 points. DeJounte Murray, also awesome game from him today. But yeah, this rotation is pretty solid. No Maxi Kleber again, so Nicola Melli gets the start. Nothing much going on there. Lucas struggled with DeJounte Murray early, but finished pretty strong. Porzingis fouls out, but still puts up a really good line at 31-15. Nothing really to say there. Pacers put a hurting on the Grizzlies. Great games from Karis LeVert, drops 34. Malcolm Brogdon, also awesome, 29. 9 boards and 11 dimes. Just total control of the offense. These two guys are playing really well off each other. Got to feel good about that. Hopefully Brogdon doesn't get managed back-to-back. Sabonis also is certainly healthy. May not get Miles Turner back, so not much besides those two guys here. We'll certainly see some McConnell games here and there as well. Not much to say on the Grizzlies besides JV's a monster. What else is new? Grayson Allen predictably has lost his mojo, so he's kind of a drop if you want to find somebody else. Wolves get the win. D'Angelo comes up pretty big. Cat also had a pretty strong game here as they gets double kicks out. His passing's been awesome. We saw a little bit more of Naz Reid overlap with Cat. Also not as much overlap with D'Angelo and Rubio. We'll see if that continues. Jaden McDaniels lost a little bit of run because of that Nas-Cat overlap. And also Kogi played pretty well on Zach LaVine. So a little fluky there, so I wouldn't worry about McDaniels' minutes. Another good game from Zach LaVine. He's been playing much better. He certainly seems to figure it out with Vooch. Much better than he was earlier in this time. And Laurie Marketing, man, the minutes just aren't there. Daniel Tice has really gained Donovan's trust. Obviously, he's going to play Thad for X amount of minutes, and Vooch is certainly secure. Miami gets the win, and Kendrick Nunn back on the scene. Victor Oladipo did not take the trip. Sounds like he's going to miss a little bit of time here, so yeah, pick him up. Maybe we'll see Dragic rest in that upcoming back-to-back as well, so gotta like where Kendrick Nunn's at right now. Not much to say on the Blazers. A little bit of an injury scare for Enes Kanter, but he's okay to return. Nurkic's minutes cap is up to 25. I don't think it's going to get much more than that going forward, and he's probably not playing in back-to-backs anymore after he had swelling in his knee. Going to save the Pistons for the solo pod. Ads page is pretty light. Just Kendrick Nunn mentioned without Oladipo. Certainly looks like a guy. Najee Marshall. Looks like he's kind of the beneficiary right now from the Lonzo Ball fallout. We don't know if Lonzo's going to miss more time. Put Dean Wade on here, but Larry Nance said he was going to be back soon, so that would obviously affect him a ton. And Brad Wanamaker looks like he would benefit if P.J. Washington didn't miss time. I'm assuming Jalen McDaniels is probably already picked up where he needs to be. That's it. Catch you later for the solo pod.